Hello everyone, this is Tech Stack here. We are ready for more. So off stream today, I went ahead and created some more changes to this thing where it would calculate it, the resources gathered, send that to the client once every 10 seconds on a server thread instead of each individual tile entity that's in the world. Hey, Spiderman. Hey, some dude. You are first, Spooderman. You cheated, though. You asked if I was going to stream soon. I said yes, so... Cheaty. Anyway, we're going to send this to the clients then only once for resource gathering. And then we calculate what the total food is also. Total food and all the other resources, and write that to an eco stats, right? So this eco stats goes into the normal log, and you can see it right here in this. In fact, let me go ahead and launch my tool that I know how to use very well to read in files and graph them out, right? Hey, Zach. And with this, what I intended to do, and this has been running in the background, this Minecraft instance has been running in the background for quite a while. You can see it's up to 13,000 food collected off of 2 town halls here, so quite a while to get that high, right? And I created this stats app in this ClickSense tool that I've got. And inside this, if we go to data and reload, so it comes up here. Load editor. There we go. Load data. So it takes all of like half a second to do. It doesn't even register how long it takes. We got 5,000 data points in. If I go to analysis now, we will see the chart of the stats related to these teams, right? And you can see the yellow line there is slowly increasing as I scroll through this, because over time it has just been gathering more and more resources until it gets all the way up there, right? Now, you might be thinking, well, what's that for? Well, this is for a post-game analysis, right? So if we were to have a match and wanted to see where things happened, you can see this too. We got individual units of time. Every 10 seconds it's recording this. 0 emeralds because there's no emerald generation by the town hall. These stats will become very useful and will paint a picture of the battle for us, right? Now, will this tool be the one we use to graph this out? Probably not, but I wanted to prove out to myself that I'm capturing the right information to make something relevant. This tool is a proprietary piece of software, and we can't really share the graphics that we're creating with it because of it. Instead, CZ and I were talking a bit about if there's a Python library that will graph things. If there is, I'm not familiar with Python. He's a little bit more familiar with it than I am. If there is, then we can graph the same type of information out. And again, this is only showing yellow because I'm only one person. So we can see the ups, the downs, the battle spots, right? We can tell when someone's getting attacked by just looking at the data afterwards, right? So if you think of something like Age of Empires, right? Afterwards, there's an achievement screen that you can go into, and it graphs out different metrics like this. So that's the kind of stuff I want to get out of that. And then the second purpose of this too is we're having problems with the economy right now, right? This gives me the ability to log this stuff and figure out what's going on from the server side, right? Today, right now, when I log into the server, I have no clue what the server sees as far as how much resources each team should have. So I don't know if the issue's on the server or if the issue's on the client receiving information from the server as to where it's sharing resources, right? So that's the idea behind it. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it, so it is what it is. The way that I'm accomplishing collecting information about these, this block is basically a dummy block now. It used to be that block would collect and give you resources every 10 seconds. And now every 10 seconds, it doesn't do that. Instead, the server as a whole is keeping track every time you place down a town hall and adding one to a counter, right? And that's this get town halls. This town halls counter right here, right? So it knows how many town halls that this team has. And from that, it can infer how much it should give you every tick, every 10-second tick, every RTS tick, if you will. So this get count town halls times the town hall generated food rate, right? Because we can customize how much food you get through the configs per RTS tick, is then added to the food delta, right? So we do it this way because the town halls can give you resources, and then also the farms can get you resources. So this is just a simplification of both what's the word I want to use? Both structures getting you the resources, right? So you can get it from two different sources. Now, in talking this through with CZ, I was already thinking about this, but he thinks it's a good idea as well to collect additional information. Right now, we're storing out the deltas of all the resources that we're getting, so how much it changed in that given tick, and then the totals, right? So the deltas give us that bottom graph that I had on the screen a moment ago that I closed out apparently, which says, what's my income for this current time frame, right? So this 10-second piece of time. The totals are how much I currently have. So the totals will reflect the spending as well, right? Because you'll see your total bump down if you do a lot of spending. The food delta, for example, will get us a feel for if they place down additional farms or if farms are being destroyed, right? Now, we also might very well go in and log this number of farms on its own stat. Right now, this is going to an ecostat tag that we can filter for, but we might also add another tag that's called building count. And that building count stat would go to its own report out basically then. So then we could look and see who's losing buildings right now at this point in time, right? So I'm trying to set this up to be very, very flexible so that you can get a after the fact report by just looking at the Minecraft log. We also have considered if we increase a number of minions every time a minion is spawned into the world for the first time, and decrease that number every time a minion dies, and track that for each team, guess what? We know how big your army is. And we can break it down by archers and minions and mounted units and pikemen and whatever else we add to the game. So we can get a nice graph that shows, increasing slope in your army, and then all of a sudden there's a big dip, and that's where a battle took place. And you can see who won that battle, who had more of a given unit lost at a specific point in time. Okay, so let's get on to actually achieving something here instead of just talking this whole time. So if I were to go in here and buy a farm, buy a farm, buy a farm, buy a farm, you'll see that the number goes down. Now, this number is so stinking big at this point, it's not going to really show on that graph. But if it were smaller in like a real game, not left running for hours, we would see realistic numbers. We would see those numbers going up and down. What else? So now we would see an increase in the rates, an increase in the deltas, because we got more farms down. That's the idea. I've got it set up so that when you break a block, it removes that number of farms that we've got stored. But also, when these things die, at this point, these are no longer included. And I did test to make sure that doing this and then having them remove themselves later doesn't double dip and remove it twice. So I think now I need to go on to the test server. Did you see the screenshot of the game I sent you days? Yes, I did. You had Spider-Man above the blue screen, right? Behind him. Trying to scroll through there and see it again. Yeah. Into web fluid. Trust me, at this point in time, our Discord moves slow enough where I see every message that goes on there. I may not be able to comment on everyone though. Yeah, I figured it was your skin. So, I mean, it's your skin in YouTube too, right? Okay, let's go to the build server. Wait. Let's first put this on GitHub. Boop. Make sure it's up there. Okay. So, oops, we don't want that. TS. So this is my build server. Unfortunately, I don't want to keep everything on the screen. Your little avatar in YouTube. Next to your name in the chat, you have a Spider-Man face. Just like on Discord. Or Spider-Man mask, I should say. Okay. Let's take build 23 down to my computer then from the build server. And let's fire up Minecraft Vanilla launcher. And in here, under this, edit, it will tell me where to download, or where the files are for. Oh, that's not your Minecraft skin? I mean, it is your game. Why would it be your Minecraft skin, right? Mods. So we can get rid of build 22 and put in build, what, 24, 25, 23? Okay. And then on the test server itself, anyone whitelisted on the RTS test server wanna help me with a test? Not playing a full match, instead just testing the eco bug. The one game is my Minecraft skin, but the one on YouTube, Reddit, Discord. Oh, okay. They're both Spider-Man though, right? I mean, that's what I meant. Great power comes great responsibility. Tell me you know that, right? Okay, let's go ahead and launch the vanilla launcher, or the vanilla game, and let's stop the server and start the server. Good, because I was going to ask you to change your name if you didn't know what that meant. Because it doesn't make any sense that you would not know that if you're Spooderman. It's a whole Spider-Man lifestyle. We want to go to the test server. So I tried pinging a couple guys that I know have the mod. We'll see if they can join us on here. If not, we might have to do this testing tomorrow. I don't know. So I'm on team green right now, it looks like. So I'm going to go green, ready. And I guess start. And what I want to accomplish here is I want the server to start sending out the logs. To start generating the logs. Right, so it's gathering information about everyone. everyone has 100 food. If I look at this, right? So there's 100 right there. Hey, cool. My stream avatar isn't working. Oh. So it is thinking that only one person is getting stats, or one team, but I'm the only one on here too. Everyone else, no, they're getting it as well. Look at that. So 100, 105, 110, 115, 125, or 120, I'm sorry. For blue, all of them are getting resources. Huh. Well, that helps narrow down where the bug is. Before I was thinking it was something on the client. Okay, so if we look at the client then, client received packet info for each of the teams. Yep, 160 for green team, 155 for yellow. Well, there. The client is matching what the server has. Okay, so where is this bug on the server then? And why does it not happen in single player? Well, it probably does, but we don't notice it. This is the only thing that should be running every tick, is add resources to team. And is getting the team name and that array for it and adding resources based on the resource type and the amount. There's no way for that to touch the other team. We reset the food. I'm just going to focus on the food piece, right? We don't care about the other ones. We can get food working, we can get them all working. There's no way for it to impact each other. Do we have more than one town hall for each team? Maybe. Huh. Their delta is all zeros. So how is it getting up to 205? Is the client sending back to the server what the team info is? Okay, this team info array, where all are you touched? Let's do it that way. Here's our possibilities of things that could be causing an issue. Okay. Add resources to team. That's what we just looked at. Decrease count, but that isn't touching the resources, it's setting the farm count and all that stuff. So that's not it. Same there, same there, same there. Has needed resources? Hey Gazer. Oh, you can't hear me. That's just doing a test if it's greater than. It's not setting anything. And it would only do it for the team we're looking at anyway. Again, increasing the counts is something else. Hey Gazer, can you hear me now? Yeah. 2. You're really quiet for some reason. Oh, you joined the game. Cool. So you're on blue. How many resources do you have?
260.
260? To just take up the 265?
260.
260. Let me know if it changes. There's no town hall for you, so it shouldn't be increasing. But obviously it is. And I'm seeing it in the log now, so that helps me debug it too. So you're at 275, I'm assuming right now. Now 280. Oops. I know now it's not a client bug or a packet bug. It's something on the server. I'm gonna look at code for a minute, see if I can figure it out. That is getting the team info. It's getting the resources. It's not setting anything. Shouldn't be that. Yep. Then we've got our server tick event, which we do know is changing it, but it should only change it for the team involved. Then team info packet to client. You're too quiet to understand, Gazer. I've got you cranked up all the way, man. If it's because you can't talk, you can type it in Minecraft chat to me. This is setting the resource array, but that should be setting it on the client side, which just takes whatever the input is. Right, where's this being called at? Okay, in a runnable. Send team info to client. And this is being called by where? It's not going to tell us there. Let's finish this off and come back to this one because this might be an issue. Send team to client. Okay. Send to all players, not the server. Set resources of team. And that gets sent to the clients. What's this doing? On world startup, which is a for loop, but it should... It's just the list of teams. Wait, where does that get called? It just gets called once. It's not a loop, okay. Spend resources for team. Okay, so the only thing I can think of is this. If it were to be an issue. So where is that called? It's called in this runnable, which is called from this being constructed and created. So where's the call hierarchy for that? There's one place. And it's right there, which just sends it to players, I believe. Send. Oh, is it getting sent to the server? Packet distributor all. Does that play to client, it says. That makes me think it won't go to anything other than the clients. No arguments. I am very tempted to disable this and just run this on the client or on the server by itself and see if it works without doubling up. Let's try it. Even then, though, it should only be that team it does. Oh, debugging's debugging. Skates are gonna stop the server, make a new build, and all that stuff. Debug check if packet is getting sent to server by mistake. Okay, and push to origin. Okay, now that that's pushed, go back to the project home and do another build. So let's be build 24 then. Go ahead and delete this. Go ahead and delete it from the server as well. And we don't have build 24 downloaded yet. Let's download it. Keep. Put it on the server. Restart Minecraft. And restart the server.
Should I?
What's that, Gazer? Should you... Yeah, I still can't hear you, man. Is it... Huh?
Build.
If you're asking if you should get the new build, I don't know that it fixed the problem. It's just a way for me to get more information from the server about what's happening is all I'm doing. So let me test it. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, we're at 100 for everybody. I am currently on team yellow. My client doesn't know what team I'm on, as it shouldn't. Okay, so let's make sure there's a yellow building down by building one. Okay. As soon as that building is down, what happens? Yellow gets 105 and green is at 105. Everything starts increasing by 5. How? Okay, well, this tells me it's happening on the server. I know where to look. So, let's... Oh, gosh. So, Gazer, I think at this point, now that I've got this logging enabled, I can see where the bug is, and I don't need a second person. So if you want to go to bed, that's fine. Thank you for coming on, though, because I was thinking I needed another person to get it to work, but now that I can see it, that's what I needed a second person for. Plus, if it wasn't on the server, I needed to see what you're seeing on the client side, which I couldn't do. So, not trying to run you off, but if you're tired and want to go to bed, that's fine. So, now if I were to go into the server tick event... Oh, there you are. Now I can finally communicate with you. So, is it that you can't talk because someone's asleep around you? You don't want to be noisy. Yeah, I figured they were different Spider-Man. They're different faces in your different places, but they're both Spider-Man. There is no round in Minecraft. So let's put a breakpoint right where that is, actually. And let's run this in Eclipse and watch these variables for this town array, this array here. So the reason I was asking if it was because someone's asleep around you gazers, I can help you figure out your Eclipse issue, but I kind of need to talk to you to do it so that we can quickly resolve it. Because your messages you sent me isn't a complete message either, right? It's only the part that you know about. Yes, I noticed it isn't working. It's probably because I restarted my computer and I'm not currently logged into Steam. I'll get it for the next stream. It's actually a program on Steam. Okay, so now we should be eventually, getting this part. Oh,
Hello?
There's a gazer. You sound different, but you're there.
Yeah, it's my laptop now.
Okay.
Yeah, my phone mic must have been terrible because it's definitely on.
It wasn't even picking you up sometimes.
Definitely on. Oh no.
So
There you
let's
go.
get
Cool.
this as well. Watch. So this is Team Blue right now. And what did I pick? Okay.
I found out that my Java install wasn't correct, but I fixed that since. But it's still the same issue.
So did you catch what I was saying a minute ago? That log that you sent, the part of the log, may not be the error message. When I was having issues with Gradle, it was the error that was like 15 pages up or something stupid that was actually the error that I was interested in to fix it, right?
Okay. I'll have a look.
So this is Team Blue. What is Team Blue's Delta Food?
Could not find tools.java?
Couldn't find Java? Well, that'll cause it.
Tools.jar.
Well, tools.jar. So that is 0.
And the... it's still looking in the old Java install to find the valid GDK.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think they moved to like Java 7 or 8 or something recently. So if you've got 6 or 7, then that might be the issue with the JDK.
No, I definitely got the newest version.
So the JDK is different than the JRE.
Yeah.
JRE automatically updates.
Yeah.
Okay.
JDK is I just downloaded.
Okay.
1.8.0231. Yeah, it's definitely new.
But you're saying it's still referencing the old one. It could be your path
Well-
variable in your system.
Yeah. I've done that, and on the preferences for Eclipse, it's selected on GTK. But on the most recent log error, it's still pointing to the other place. It's not cool. What do I do? Maybe restart?
Well,
Java happened.
your path variable could variable be it. So on Windows,
Command and then path.
system.
Yeah, my first path is path, program files, Java, and then JDK,
The old one or the new one?
the new.
Oh. Okay.
I've only just changed it though, so I don't know if Eclipse is, I don't know, at least switching off and on.
Yes,
That might be it.
that probably is it. The other thing you can do too is verify by doing where Java, and that'll tell you where it finds the Java executable at, and you want the first one to be listed to be your new JDK from a command prompt, just like I did on the stream there. So
Where Java? Okay.
where Java, because that lists all the places it could run the Java program from, but the first one's the one it's actually going to run it from. Basically,
Weird, huh?
yeah, wait 10 seconds.
I can't even load Eclipse now because it
What?
said failed to load the JNI shared library from program files. Java, the new one this time, bin, and then JRE bin client. So that's an Eclipse error. Yay!
But it's looking for the JRE, not the JDK. Did you uninstall the JRE? Because you would need both.
I did not uninstall it.
Okay.
I left it there. It's failed to load the JNI shared library. Weird.
Being Eclipse, there's probably more likely you'll find a good Google hit for that one.
Yeah. The first one on my where Java is where it should be.
Cool.
The JDK. That's at least right.
The heck, none of those were any variables? Hawk? Team info 00000. Team blue. It appears I'm on team yellow, so let's go down to yellow. Red. There's yellow. But Town Hall's one. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong piece of information. So resource amounts, that's what we want.
Ooh. Could be that I'm running Java 64 when I only have a 32-bit system, but I doubt it.
You only have a 32-bit system?
Yeah, I doubt it. But that's one of the answers.
I mean, like, Windows will tell you which version. If you look at the Windows properties, I'm sure it would say if it's 64 or 32.
Yeah, system.
10.
64-bit. Well, shame. Not that then.
$115 for green. Okay, let's do something different here. RTS, array.
Yeah.
115, and that's for 0. And we're currently on yellow, and I equals 2 for yellow, so yellow is 2, and it's 115. So let's go through this. They both changed. How? Okay, let's just... One more tick, please. We're gonna get to the bottom of this eventually. Okay, so we can go 0 and 2. I want to look at the resource amounts. 120, 120. Five, 6, 7, and team name right now is red, so we're not going to change it here. This is yellow. So if I step over this, they both changed. Both entries in the array changed at one command. How? Is that resources array is static? No, it's not. Team info is not static. Don't understand. I wonder if it's because somewhere we're doing set resources. Call hierarchy. Send team info packet to client. That's called within run. That's only on the client side. I'm getting closer. It's a good thing, but it's a very frustrating thing too because it doesn't make sense why it does it that way. Set resources of team is called by start game. They're all pointing to the same array.
I'm so confused.
It's a new team info. It's just pulling out the array. What if I were to do this in here instead? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me why that would work that way, but we're going to try it. We're just going to stop the whole game and we're going to start all over. And yes, we want to save our changes. It's almost acting like it's got a pointer to the array instead of the array itself. And they're all sharing the same, or all pointing to the same instance of that array. So maybe it's something in Java I'm not aware of where it can do a pointer to an array.
Because you've done a class, haven't you? Object.
I've created a class that's team info. I've made that into an array. So each element of that array is one of them for each team. But then I've, inside that array of team infos, on the team info class, there's an array of resources. That array of resources points to each individual resource. So food, wood, etc. Right? So it's just an array of integers. But in startup, I've defined what the resources should be in its own array, a temp array, once, and then copied that array into each of the teams. But I think it's copying a pointer to that array from the way it's behaving. Only from behavior. That is not my understanding of how Java should work at all.
Yeah, I have no help on this.
Okay, so I'm on team yellow. Let's plop down a town hall. Because nothing should happen right now. Really, why are you ticking through so much? You should only do it once every 10 seconds. Come on. Okay, so now every tick we should get 5 food. Every 10-second tick. RTS tick, we'll call it. Okay, so we're on team blue right now. Don't care. Don't care, don't care, don't care. We're on team red right now. And by the way, the resources are at 100. Okay, and now we're on what? Yellow. Okay, so now I'm just going to start to care. So if I were to look at array 1, or 0, which is the first one, and array 2, which is yellow, and step over this, only one of them changed. Oh my gosh, I just figured it out, I think.
Do it, do it.
I can't believe that was it. It makes sense from the standpoint of why it was so hard to catch, because everything looked to me looked correct. That moving this line of code from here inside the loop so each team gets their own array was all it took, instead of them all sharing the same array. So it creates a pointer. How to create array of pointers. So when I googled Java pointer to array, there's lots of stuff to talk about it. Yeah, you can't use, yeah, that's what I thought. You can't use pointers in Java is what someone said. The concept is missing from the language. Uses references. In Java, you can handle references on objects. This is from Stack Exchange. You also have the native type integral, blah, blah, blah. When you pass parameters to methods, either object, references, or native types, they're always passed by value. There is no deep copy stuff involved or passed by. Let's see what about. Change the example above. References of integers are can't another way. Well, it doesn't really matter. This is the right way of doing it. We've fixed the bug at least partially. The other thing I need to do is look for where else we're calling that same set array thing and ensure that it's not doing it incorrectly as well. So call hierarchy. This is one place, and it is being done specifically for one team based on the resource amount that's passed into this thing, so that should be fine. Okay, that should be fine. So then, if that's true, we need to re-implement this on line 630 of utilities. 630. Because we disabled sending the information to the client, which we don't actually want to do. We want to send it. So now if I test it on the real server, we can get 2 different figures, maybe? And it also makes me consider just not using the arrays anymore, because it can cause me problems, apparently, that I wasn't aware of. I did it for convenience for myself so I could future-proof my code, but if it's going to cause me problems, it's not worth it. Just in case I added more resources and type an extra couple lines for every resource. Revert. Change around. Sending packet to client. Push. So did you catch the beginning stuff I was talking about with logging? Why I wanted to enable logging? Take that as a no. I'll also take it as you're busy with something.
Hmm?
Did you catch what I was doing with logging of stats? So,
Oh yeah, I barely catched it. I didn't fully. No,
okay.
You can explain it.
So I'm going to gather how much delta change of a given resource that you're making, producing,
Mhm.
each
Yeah.
RTS tick, which is every 10 seconds. And I'm also going to track your total that you have at that point in time. So the total will kind of give us a feel for, are you spending something, right? Then we can take that from the log, and I've already done it in a proprietary tool I know how to use from work, and charted it out. So you can basically get screens like what Age of Empires does at the end of the game, where you can see a chart of your resources and everything. Because every 10 seconds we'll have what those stats are. I'm going to expand upon that and add in what your building counts are, what your unit counts are, and so on, so that we can get a very good picture of how the game actually played out with real figures instead of, was it fun metrics only, right? It should help us in the long run bounce the economy, but
Yeah, sounds good.
plus I'm a bit of a data geek and just like looking at those kind of things. Okay, I'm about to start the server again with a version that might actually work, and let's reset the field first. Not that we have
It's
time.
annoying. It says, even though I've changed everything, it still says Java Home is still 144, the old one. I don't know where that setting is.
There's a path, like your path is messed up, or just Eclipse is saying it's the old one?
So it could be the path is messed up. On the console, it says at the very start, before I do anything, it says Java Home is the old one, which is no wonder why it's not working.
Oh, okay. So, system configuration? No, it's not system configuration. It's system properties. No. Gosh, they moved it around in the control panel. I know what that is in the old version of Windows. It's your right click on my computer and you're good to go.
What do you mean your system and then what was it? Advanced system settings and then environment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So system, advanced system settings, environment variables, and in there is your Java home is defined.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
There's nothing that says Java Home, so that's what's confusing me.
Add one.
Okay. And I can do that, say user variables for me is Java Home.
Wherever it was I was at, I'm not sure if it's the user variables or if it's the system variables. I can't remember what the screen looked like just a second ago. But you wanted it on the top.
I'm pretty sure I saw it on user variables, so I'm going to go with it.
Yep. Yep, it's user variables. And I'll actually leave it on the screen for a second because I'm going to reset the map on that server real quick.
So you got the 144. All right.
Yeah, the 144 parts. Like if you got a different version, it's fine.
Yeah.
At that point. Oops. And let me make sure I got the mod on there. Build 25, it's the latest, yep. You good with this? I can close this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm getting excited. I think this might work, Gazer.
Dun dun dun.
It says it's preparing spawn. Why would it prepare spawn? Didn't I not? No, I did. Hurry up and prepare spawn. Be ready for me to join the server. multiplayer. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go to Team Yellow. Gonna ready up and start. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, it's currently saying that all teams have 100 food, which they should. Plop this down. It now says that I have 105 food, which is represented at the top of the screen. All the other ones still have 100. The next tick is where it will probably happen, if it's going to happen. All the other teams have 100. I have 110. I think I fixed the bug. Good grief. Yep. So here's the stats, guys, that I'm looking at. You can see red is 100, green's 100, blue's 100. Now the question is, if I keep that on my screen there somehow and make Minecraft smaller like this, is the opposite true as well, where if I buy something, will it decrease everybody's food? So if I buy a farm, mine went down by 5, it looks like, or 10. What's everybody's food? Come on, update. 100, 100, 130, which is mine, and 100. Okay, let's get mine lower than 100. Okay, I'm at 55. Everybody else is at 100, I'm at 60 now. Cool. That means we can have actual matches again.
Woo!
And I wonder if a similar issue is why control groups aren't working. That should not work on single player as well, though. Cool. Logging system helped me track down the bug. Well, what else should we try, stream? Should we go on to, gosh, the control group bug, I guess, right? I don't know, we'll fix it tonight, but we're going to give it a good try. Let's look through the code at the control groups and see if there's any place where we are sending that back and forth or setting it with an array like we just did here that might cause that issue. Oh, excuse me. Where's that even started at? It's over here in the client packet handler, it has to be. No, client event. That's where it is. Client select units. We are passing arrays back and forth, yes. It's creating a new array, but it should be each time, so that should be okay. And we're putting the indices of that array based on this, okay? We're just passing it off to our control group. Then the opposite, to go back and select it again. We're saying active selection equals that is null, but we're just copying that array over there and sending that array to the server. I still think that'll be okay because we're not sending multiple different ones. Selection packet change on the server then. Server control groups to selected units. So we do what? We first clear out the selected units. And then we slowly add each one back in. Selected units is defined as what? A list of integers. Then back on the server, we send it to that player again that they've got a selection, which is an array of entity IDs. And that array of entity IDs gets added in one by one to selected units, which is a list. And then this PS variable goes in to the hash map. So it starts on the client, goes to the server, selects them on the server, then sends that back to the client. So the client knows. That's a selection change packet. Uh-oh, dropping my phone off my desk. It's the same thing that happens when you deselect, and the same thing when you select. That same packet gets applied. We're creating a new array for it. We're not here. That's the value should be in there, so it should be okay. Oh, CC's saying he might be here in a minute. So I'm going to reset that server. Sure they did, Spider-Man. I handmade that skin myself over the course of about 3 hours, probably. I don't know how long it took. It was a long time ago. But I can guarantee you no one else has my skin. If they do, they're an imposter. And they should have copyright lawsuits filed against them. I don't know. You know what, let's test this in single player game, because maybe I broke it long ago in single player and just didn't realize it. I haven't been using control groups in single player. Yeah, I know there's skin grabbers. Just saying, there's who would want my skin? It's a crappy skin. Man, hardly anybody's watching the stream tonight. It must be because I don't have stream avatars going. Tinkerbell probably came in and said, "Oh, I'm not gonna get stars tonight, so no point."
What Gradle version do you have?
Whatever comes with Forge. So I grabbed it from the Forge MDK and all that. If your version's not that, then you'll want to do that. Yeah, I kind of figured you were doing something like that. Spider-Man. Okay, let's get some minions spawning in. I'll select you. And you, apparently my name is Zarfied in this. You, and you. And you will all become Control Group Z. There's now 8 in Control Group Z. Go number 2 and click there. Something happens. I have breakpoints all over my code. I need to get rid of them all. So I don't want them all stopping it every time I do a debug. Okay, let's go ahead and punch these things so we stop spawning.
You rang.
Hello.
Hello, this is Baba Wawa.
Okay then. We can do a test in a minute. You're gonna have to get the latest version.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can quickly see if the same thing is what's happening with control groups, but I don't suspect it is. Control X. Yeah, see, it's working. Oh, yeah. Single player still works, so I wasn't sure if it was something with the way multiplayer was working, or if I broke it in single player. And I didn't. Well, there we go. Don't fight them. Don't mean it. I don't mean it. Here, you fight them. So we got 8 and 8. Now we got 7 and 8. What I make my skin with? I used the overkill program of Photoshop to do it. I'm done, I'll upload one. But you good now, Fire?
Yeah, I'm just,
Oh, we've got a gazer on too. I didn't know. Didn't say anything.
What?
Didn't know you.
Always been.
But you're on the test server or something.
Yeah.
is the newest version already downloaded, or do I gotta wait?
It's on the build server right now. So
Okay.
if you download, I think it's 25. Build 25. Yeah, 25. And
Ew.
gazer left. Wait, I don't want to be ready. There we go. Had to ready then unready for some reason. Probably because I was on here before.
Delete.
I need
You
to.
gonna relog now?
Me?
Hmm?
What's that? Me?
Yeah.
Do I need to relog?
Oh,
I thought I fixed that the other day. That's why I'm saying that. So if I hit ready, yeah, I can click start once I hit ready. I'm just waiting for Fiery.
Yes, coming. Hold on, loading.
I'm holding on. I'm just saying. I'm waiting on you.
But no, I let out that sigh earlier because I have the ability in life to find and attract every single scammer on the internet.
Oh, yay! So bad
I
day.
swear to God, if these websites were smart, they would make me a moderator because I swear to God, I could find them with no problem.
Are you talking about my build server? Because I host
No.
that. Okay.
No, I'm talking about like chat sites and
Okay.
dating websites.
Yeah, I can imagine those having some badness to them. Let's
I
put that
would
one.
take red, since nobody wanted it.
Ready.
Ready?
So we actually playing a match, even if it's just a quick one.
Well, it would help to test, I suppose. Which way did everybody go?
Well, I was gonna go the way you're going, so I'll move to the other way, which is the way Gazer's going. So I'll go another way.
Okay, you guys are going that way. I'm going this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody stop and turn around now.
So the main thing we want to test is whether or not we're sharing economy, basically.
Right. So let's just get to a spot, put our things down, and test. We can always run a game later.
Yeah.
nonsense.
Gazer, I know you and your whole thing of we're playing an RTS, so you have to play. No, you don't have to. Okay.
As
You
you,
don't have to win this time.
I plopped mine down. I just got resources from it too.
I have not blocked mine down, and I haven't been getting your resources.
Right. I'm saying same thing.
You won't. What it was, it didn't start until you plopped down your town center. Before.
Okay, I'm at 100, 175, 50, 26, and 1.
Okay, let's focus on just the food part of it so that we can say numbers easier.
Okay, I'm at 105.
Because you have a town center?
110. Just went up.
Okay.
Yes, I have town center.
We'll all go up at the same time, and we'll all go up by 5 because we have town centers. So I'm going to buy a
I
couple
haven't placed
farms.
mine down yet.
Are you going down at all, Fiery?
Nope. Didn't move.
I'm down to
Gazer, what about you?
65. I bought so many. I bought 7 of them.
I'm at 120.
Okay. Fiery, let me know if you go up by anything more than 5 at a time.
Okay. I'll just not buy anything and just keep an eye on my numbers.
Okay. So I've now placed
130.
3 or 4.
It went up by 5.
Awesome. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, so I need to go put one more down.
135. I think you might have got it, Tech.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 farms here, so I should be getting 12 per tick. So it should be 108 next. Yep. Still going up by 5s?
45. Yep.
Awesome. We got it.
Nice. Bravo, Tech. Bravo.
And I'm going to buy the crap out of farms right now, so make sure your number doesn't go down at all, even by a little bit.
Yep. I'm keeping an eye on it. 150, 155.
Oh, well, I can't buy any more farms now. I don't have enough something else, wood or something.
Well, then that would automatically assume that you're not pulling from me because I have plenty enough to buy anything.
Okay, you want to try
160.
buying it to make sure it's not lying to you? Buy a farm or something. Make sure your numbers go down.
Farm. Farm. Farm.
Awesome.
Farm. Yep. I'm at 5. It's I think you've officially squashed it.
Nice.
Congratulations. It's an RTS mod.
Right. Yeah, true. Now we just need to get the control groups working. And then everything that I wanted to have working for the first test will actually be working. And then we can start working on new features. So, thank you guys for helping me test this. That was
no problem.
a big accomplishment, I think.
Great.
And what you probably didn't hear earlier, Fire, was I also implemented logging so that it will keep track of how many resources you're getting in a file so that we can get stats out of the game during and after a match, right? So if CZ and I are spectating again in the future, I can pull the log file from the server, run it through a charting program, and get a nice graph of your resources. And for now, it's just resources, but eventually I'll add in things like unit counts and building counts and things like that too.
Do you mind if you add food to the and one bed to the spawn?
Yes, and maybe. I'll add the food for sure because we need something for now.
Yeah.
But it might be easy enough for me to just set your spawn when you place down the thing, and then we don't have to worry about the bed. So let me make note of that real quick. We need to do that. Add 64 beef to player inventory.
You
Add
didn't put a bed in the house? Come on.
That's true. We could just put a bed in there and you can sleep in it, couldn't you? But that would make the player have to sleep in it. I want to force their spawn to be at their town center. Okay. So we actually have our own independent resources, so you guys don't know what I'm doing in terms of anything.
Oh, why did I not get lumber? Stupid me.
I wish I need the tooltips for how much things cost or some kind of...
Yes, you really do.
It doesn't help that it closes the window even if you can't buy it, right? It needs to keep that window open too, so you can spam click them. Oh, okay. So if I turn you off, oh, what am I short on?
I don't know. We can't tell. There's no costs in the menu.
I know, it's annoying. Who made this thing? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna bring up the spreadsheet on my other monitor so I can see what the cost is. I have enough. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. Okay. Wait, what am I guessing on?
So far to run.
We should definitely try the fort map out because it has all the resources right in the center,
Fort
in like little resource nodes. But it's only meant for one player to be in the center, like King of the Castle.
Is that one of the ones you sent me after we played that night?
Yeah, the latest ones that I sent.
Okay. I personally think that the minions of different types need different skins from each other. So you can tell it's an archer versus something else. No errors. Okay then.
Put the gold all the way down the valley.
Wait a minute. What's your gold at?
Mine? 79. Just went to 80.
Mine's in. Should mine increase?
You have
For
a
the
town
town
center
hall?
down? Yeah.
Yeah, the town center gives you one apiece, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. One apiece for gold. Gold and diamonds, it gives you one. Everything else, food, wood, cobble, iron, it gives you 5, and emeralds, it gives you none, because emeralds are really a thing right now.
Just checking.
Nope.
Wow. I managed to squeeze 4 freaking resource centers on that gold node.
Speed of these guys is ridiculous.
And knowing Gazer, he's probably going over to the other side of the empty field and taking all the resource nodes from there.
Oh, that was a bit of lag.
How much is an archery range?
It's 100 wood. It's probably the most expensive thing on it. Is there something specific you want me to tell you? Which resource?
No. No, it's probably the wood slowing down. Yep, that's what it was.
Oh crap. Oh no! Dang it!
I knew it was coming.
Oh, keep inventory. Damn
I
it.
could feel it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because, you know, Gazer's been on this map for more than 5 minutes, so he has a standing army of 1,000.
Nope.
Oh wait, I can't control these guys. Crap. Okay, give a TS RTS.
Which was my goddamn place.
To the right of mine, so counterclockwise of mine. Diamond sword. And what was the other thing? Beef. Minecraft.
The heck? How do I have a second command wand now?
I'm giving everybody one because Gazer and I both died.
Uh-huh.
It's easier to do it that way. There you go. Oh, these guys are so slow, it makes the secondary follow-up attack even harder. You're gonna have everybody on my team murdered that's over there by the time I come. You still fighting, my boys? Or are they all gone? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. being is part of this. Maybe there is some value in this being played in spectator mode or something, so that you have to wait on the troops' movements. Because it's so tempting for me to just run over there and start attacking your stuff on my own because they're so slow. I won't because I don't want to help it, but this is painfully slow. No. Cool, man.
Whoa.
Gosh. You're on your own, boys. You won't retreat, right?
Not yet.
Well, this definitely seems funner than the other night. Like, not saying that the other night wasn't fun, but actually having an impact on your economy by attacking you makes it feel worthwhile of doing it, right?
Yep.
Versus last night, it was just about, or the other night, I guess it was just about rushing. Oh no. Gazer made this map.
Hmm.
Spooderman was asking who made the map. How much is this? Are you kidding me? It's that much? Yes, CZ, and it is working. Working to where we just decided to play instead. Even though we're all like, we're not actually going to play a game, we don't have time, but then we just start playing. You made it with World Painter. Right, Gazer? That's how you made the resource nodes and everything, wasn't it?
Hmm?
World Painter is how you made everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, not logging the troop counts. Just the eco stats. I'll say doing that should be pretty simplistic in comparison. So I figured out the heavy lifting of how I want to go about logging it for now. Logging building counts will be super simple, at least for the eco buildings, because I've already capturing that information. I'm playing a game right now. I should be in bed already though. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're not about World Painter in this group. He's used it, but this isn't a World Painter how-to. I've noticed if you're clicking on the grass itself, like the tall grass itself, it doesn't place the buildings. Which is kind of to be expected, right? I mean, you're clicking one block higher. So if you run into a problem where it won't place exactly where you want, try punching it if you're clicking on the tall grass, just to get rid of that tall grass. I would assume he somehow just told it to randomly place the blocks. Wherever he clicks. Oh! Oh no, 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 Fiery. No, 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 Fiery. This is where my guys really need a retreat button. Really bad. Because none of them want to listen to me right now.
Well, it kind of helps if you have some left to listen, so... Charge, my minions!
Kill that blue guy. Who's on Team Red for some reason.
Don't try it, Anakin! I've got the high ground!
Oh, I wish your arrows could hit you. I made them shoot you so bad.
Yes, you do. Now to go finish off your archery range since you're away from it.
Yeah, but if I keep running in, your troops will attack me instead of them. Your boys are getting pretty thinned out there. Well, not having any armor is rough. These couple arrows wreck you.
Ah!
Yes! I didn't even actually do it either. It was just my minions.
Stop, please.
Wait. If I do this smart...
I need a command wand!
Oh, crap. Okay, let me jump away from him so I can do it. Yeah, where is it? I can hear them getting closer to me. Gotta walk away again. There you go.
Never mind, I got all my stuff back.
I'm in
Where's
control
the
of your
internal
troops
block?
now. Huh? The what
Where's
block?
the internal block I have to kill? Oh, never mind, my minion got it.
I'm taking your troops to fight Gazer's troops right now. And it's working. They started engaging each other when I ran away. You need to be fighting Gazer right now. He is the threat. That army he has.
How do you know we don't have a secret alliance?
Oh, great. No, I didn't. Maybe my internet is behaving today, maybe. I also did Windows Update, so I restarted my computer today. It could be any of that. Is it better today? Did I not? I did it. Oh, I know what it is. At the bottom of the screen, it's more obvious because I don't have stream avatars running tonight.
Tech,
Yeah,
you no longer have an army.
I know I don't have an army.
You no longer have a command center.
Oh, okay, I'll stop attacking your stuff then. I was in there wreaking havoc on your eco.
Minions come.
Fact. Spectator mode. Let's see what all Fiery had. Yeah.
Oh dear. Gazer. I was nice, okay?
Oh my. So, CZ, one of the other things I want to do is in spectator mode, I want to make it so we have the ability to show any team's resource numbers on our screen at that point in time. Not sure how I'm going to display it, if it's just going to be like 4 things across the top of the screen, so it kind of take up a lot of the screen, or if it's going to be something else. So this was my place, right? Yeah, that's where my town center was. I wasted resources on making a barracks like an idiot. Yeah, and you need the select all in area command too.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Just-
really do.
You're kind of at a disadvantage right at the moment trying to do that. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you, CJ. Like, control groups are way more important. But I think doing what I was talking about will be super simple because it's reusing what I've already got and just doing it for all teams instead of one. So it might be like a 15-minute coding effort. Is that garbage collection doing that to me again? Lag? No, it's not. What the heck?
No, it's probably Gazer's massive 1,000-man army.
The thing is, I don't think it's server lag because the server seems fine. Forge TPS says it's 18 milliseconds. We can go up to 50 before it's an issue. Although it is slowly climbing, isn't it? It's fine. Look at this. Gazer's massive army? What do you mean? You mean your massive army?
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Run!
Ha.
Now Fiery has
Oh,
the
boy.
to deal with. Do I go on the offensive or do I rebuild everything Gazer just destroyed? Because I'm not going to be spawning in new troops as fast.
Oh, I was gonna respawn everything. Or I'll just leave or use all the lovely ones that Gazer just dropped for me. Thanks, buddy.
I hate you so much.
Oh my gosh, that's not even supposed to happen.
They're my 4 gold sites. Damn it.
Oh, and CZ, another suggestion we had tonight that is also kind of priority is adding 64 beef to the player's inventory and startup, and either a bed or setting the spawn point. As I'm watching Gazer run back from spawn here, that would be a good one to have.
Oh, I love this.
I'm gonna put down keep player inventory too. Keep player inventory. Because you need stuff, don't you, Gazer? There you go.
Thank you all.
Now, if you guys can't kill each other quick, I might have to end the stream. It's getting late.
Look, I'm trying, okay? Gazer just won't roll over and die.
Oh, I will not be rolling over and dying.
Let's see, looking at these, doing pretty good there. It's probably because it's defaulting from the parent class, right? So they got 20 from that. But we could do the same thing. We can not register it, but override what's there. It's easy. Good night, Spiderman.
Run faster! We must catch Gazer with his pants down.
Okay. Who are you talking to, Fire? Who run faster? Nobody's moving. At all. Oh, you're talking to you, aren't you? You must run faster. Yeah, oh boy. Yep. Can you actually support that much, Gazer? Because if you can, holy crap. That's, you're blue, right? So... no. Let's do a test of my system here.
Oh boy.
No, you guys are fine. It's not going to impact you at all. This is my tool. Need to edit the script a bit, but if I just go to, say, this folder and grab the latest log file, plop it into RTS folder. That's a good one. And opening my app up. Let's keep that open in the background. Go to data and change the path where this file is stored, because before it was somewhere else. So in that folder. Data load editor. 1,000 entries in my file, and it's parsing the loads. Okay, so this is our stats from our run, and we can make this one full screen specifically. And selections, let's go with what team was I? I was yellow. I had a ton of food. I was just dominating you guys on food. And that must have been where I attacked Gazer. Or that is, potentially. That maybe where Fire attacked Gazer or something?
I haven't attacked Gazer.
Nope. Gazer's attacked you. It's a blue bar, or blue line, but it's for Team Red. I was looking at it wrong. So Gazer is a green line that is Team... What? Team Blue? I didn't set the colors on this right. It automatically did it. So food generation then. If you look at this one. And this is just a stat, right? So the interesting stat probably at this point in the gameplay is probably not food, but more what's the word?
You know, Gazer,
Gold.
you should be more worried about what's coming up behind you.
Well, the lag seems to be pretty bad right now.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yes, it does.
Tech?
Yeah, 205 milliseconds a tick. Let me check this over here. Top, so that'll tell me what the top processes are. It's actually not our game. Okay, now it is. 114 TPS. It's TPS right now. Yeah, something's running away with the tick rate there. F3 Q. We want to do what? Chat settings. Oop.
Holy moly.
I don't know why the server is lagging, guys. Or was lagging. It's not right now. See, Fire, you're fighting on his turf. He's got reinforcements that can come in right away.
Oh shit.
And still he lost.
Yeah, but I just judging by numbers there, you may not. Well, maybe.
Nah. He's doomed. Doomed.
It's pretty close. The numbers of guys that are left. Fiery might be microing him pretty good or something. Or not at all.
Where is it? I know you have it back here.
What's Fiery looking for?
What, surrounded by archers? Jeez.
Man, that lag. Every time I turn or something. Oh. Uh-oh, it's on. I can hear it in Fiery's voice. I heard it go.
God damn you, Fire. Don't want to chase you forever. God damn it. Yes! Got all my stuff back, right?
Ah, heck, I thought the inventory was gone.
There. And why don't I do this? Game rule.
Yeah, keep inventory.
Keep inventory. True. There we go. So how did Fiery's troops fare? Okay. And Fiery is in this one? You're red, right, Fire? Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something about those minions that just, when I see them, I think yellow, because there's so much yellow on their head. Well, it is now 9:40. I need to get off here, guys. You guys are welcome to keep playing as long as you want to have this punching match in each other, but that's all I can do tonight. So if you haven't, guys, make sure you
subscribe now.
And I will catch you next time. Bye.